Good morning, sir. We are the Group 3, and we will be presenting our research study entitled The Impact of Misconduct of the Law Enforcement Officers. So first of all, before we start, why did we choose this study, this research? We chose this research, we did this research because first of all, as a criminology students, the law enforcement officers or the Philippine National Police, they inspire us. They are our role models. They motivate us. So, as a criminology student, we put it in our mind that they're like super perfect. They're super disciplined. They're very tidy people, but there are also some law enforcement officers that does some wrong actions, and that is the main purpose and main reason why we did this research to somehow explain and the actions and the misconducts of the police officers, and what are the impacts of that actions, of that misconduct, that they did. So let's start with the introduction.
The PNP has a long history of corruption that undermines the confidence of the public in the police, destroys respect of the law, undercuts the environmental discipline, and harms police morale. Next is the human rights violation and international institutional issues that have reflected unethical behavior, bad governance, and mismanagement. There are many challenges to police ethical behavior that affect the PNP organization. An example of this is the involvement of PNP members of misconduct. Rather than managing the ethics and promoting better police governance, based on that statistics, most of the police officers use their power as a privilege to serve their own interests.
A professional code of conduct explains to employees how they should behave on behalf of their employer. A code of conduct may include elements such as the profession values, disciplinary procedures, and responsibilities. Professional behavior in the workplace entails acting with integrity, respect, and honesty. Yes, rule must be followed, but understanding how your profession rules benefit everyone is more important. One of the goals of the enforcement is to take disciplinary actions against people in their community who do not behave properly or do not serve as a role model for others.
Observation of law enforcement officer. The PNP personnel is well-trained and well-disciplined. They follow the chain of command of their superior and as well as their officer. And if they fail to follow the order, they have a punishment. So one of the example of the punishment is like demotion and reprimand of man of days. As their reward and recognition if they accomplish their tasks assigned to them. So one of the privileges or example of the reward is the promotion.
So, good afternoon, sir. As to the continuation of the door in narrative of observation, we also observe that the PNP personnel is to wake up early to do their assigned task, but there are common mistake of the PNP personnel, just like for example if they were assigned to the other places far from their family, they forgot that they are married. To clarify this statement, sir, is not all the PNP personnel but some of them do this mistake. Other than that, we also observe that the PNP personnel is um, involved in the gambling, just like for example is in cockfighting or in playing cards. um, just like I said earlier, not all the PNP personnel do this mistake, but some of them.
Good evening, sir. My name is Kieran Ipsalvo, and this is the conclusion of our research study. So, the result from the study indicated that police officers' primary duty is to protect and serve society while respecting the justice, equality, and human rights. However, in order to carry out this important responsibility, so they must act in accordance with the law, ensuring the safety of the citizens and protection of lives and property without the violating the trust that was given to them. So, the treatment must be covered directing exemplary discipline and also disciplinary punishment towards police officers who committed it, and to achieve the cases regarding misconduct, so making alternatives that are based on laws, code of conducts, and ethical standards that govern the duties of all police officers who serve the community will be made easy as a result of these changes. So, on the other hand, it is important for police officers to receive proper training that will improve their morale and competitiveness in order to accomplish the organization's main objectives with complete objectivity and without engaging in any misconduct that cause impacts in the image of the organization.
So for the continuation of the topic, I am going to discuss our recommendation to the following. So first, to the criminology students, our recommendation for them is we should learn and observe how a law enforcement officer adhere to the organization's code of conduct. So if a criminology student goes on to become a law enforcement officer, they will know how to carry out their duties properly. So the next one is our recommendation to the aspiring criminology students. So they should observe how a law enforcement officer performs their duty and responsibilities in ensuring the public safety. They regard law enforcement officer as a community role model. So as a result, enforcement officer must avoid violating their duties and responsibilities. So the third one, our recommendation to the community is law enforcement officer who are responsible for maintaining the peace and ensuring the safety of all citizens must demonstrate their sincerity in performing their duties so that the people of the community feel safe and secure in their presence as a law enforcement officer. So the other two recommendations will be discussed by my teammate, which is Miss Liteo. Thank you, sir.
To the community, law enforcement maintaining peace and securing safety of all citizens, the law enforcement officer must demonstrate sincerity of their duties so that the people of the community feel safe and secure in their presence as a law enforcement officer. To the young people, they should know how the law enforcement ethical standards work in organization. It will lead them if someday they want to become a law enforcement officers, they can somehow change or prevent the inappropriate acts of a law enforcement officers.